Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz and this is Simply Homeschool. So today I thought that I'd bring a haul to you guys. It's been so long since I've done a haul, but now that I'm kind of in the process of shopping for new curriculum for 2022-2023, I have been just purchasing and gathering and kind of putting things aside for this coming up school year. So I'm super excited to share with you guys some of the things that I found. I do have a couple items here that I picked up for this year. And I picked these items up through Thrift Books, Book Outlet, Half Books, and Amazon. So it's kind of like a variety of different places to kind of give you guys ideas of where you can shop for these things. Don't mind the backyard and the noise. I am in the backyard because it's a school day, but I do want to have a video uploaded for you guys for tomorrow on Thursday. And I just haven't had the time with life and things going on in my life, so I am actually filming outside because the kids are doing school inside with my sister. So today I hope you guys enjoy this haul with me. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I found is from the Half Bookstore in my area. And this is the I Survive series. It has 5 epic disasters, and this one comes with the tsunami, blizzard, tornado, flood, and Titanic. Now we have done Titanic already, but I figured if you get 4 other books for $6.50, it is definitely worth the price. So these stories basically show you a harrowing true story of survival featuring real kids in the midst of epic disasters, from a group of students surviving the 9.0 earthquake that set off a historic tsunami in Japan to a boy nearly frozen on the prairie in 1888. These unforgettable kids lived to tell tales of unimaginable destruction and, against all odds, survival. So this one I'm really excited to jump into. It will be very, very informational for the kids to read. The next one I have here is by the Ordinary People Change the World series. This is I Am Anne Frank. I'm really excited about this one. I mean, I know it's going to be a really horrible story because I know the story of Anne Frank, but the way that they've laid out this book is more in a comic book layout. So I think that it will just kind of give us a different take on reading through it. And it'll kind of change things up for us because usually we do Who Was stories, or we do the extraordinary stories and things like that. We work through scholastic books, but I thought that this one would just kind of change things up for us. The next book I have here is Inside Access for Natural Disasters. This one I actually thrifted a few years back, and we haven't used the book, but now that I'm doing unit studies for the kids, I thought that this one would be a really good one to add into natural disasters. And I usually get enough books, or myself and my sister get the books so that we have enough for all of us. So we usually have 3 because one of us is usually teaching. Sorry for the noise. I think there's an airplane flying over, or a helicopter. But so this one's really cool. So let me show you guys a couple pages. And then it's pretty cool because they have these little flap up pieces here throughout the book so that the kids could you know, use the flaps. This one is on earthquakes. What else do they have in here? This is the tsunami page. So this flap goes up. So I thought that this one would be cool. Another one we have here is the DK Rock and Minerals book. Now all these that I've shown so far are from Half Books. The pictures are really nice. If you guys are familiar with DK Books, you know that all of their books are just amazing. I love their books. Okay, the next thing I purchased from Amazon, and this is going to be used this year with our marine biology class that we're doing right now. We're doing it this quarter. We're in the 3rd quarter, so it's for 3rd and 4th quarter. We've kind of lengthened it out, added a lot of things into it. So this is by National Geographic. This is the Shark Tooth Dig Kit. So we thought that this one would be really fun for the kids to do hands-on after we learn about the sharks. I think that's actually this week or next week. The next thing I got from Amazon, this is for my son and it's just kind of for him to play with. This is the Create with Clay Dinosaurs. So you usually get, like, I'll show you the back. So you get these little skeleton, the bone structures, and then you get clay and you just form the clay around the dinosaurs. So it looks something like this. So we thought that this would be fun. So the next thing I have to share with you guys is from Amazon. We as a family are going to be working through a Bible study for Revelation. Now we are going to do one for the adults, and then we are going to do one with the kids. So I've been piecing together things for a unit study for that, or a Bible study, and I'm actually waiting on those things, so I'll definitely share them with you guys as soon as I get them. But this is going to be read after we go through the Bible study with them. This I saw on Amazon, and it's the Left Behind for Kids. This is collection 1, so it has 6 books in it. And it had really, really great reviews. The first book is The Vanishings, 4 Kids Face Earth's Last Days Together. The second book is Second Chance, The Search for Truth. The third book is Through the Flames, The Kids Risk Their Lives. The fourth book is Facing the Future, Preparing for Battle. And then 5 is Nicolay High, The Young Tribe Force Goes Back to School. And then 6 is The Underground, The Young Tribe Force Fights Back. So I thought that these would be a really good read for the kids. I'll definitely do it as a read aloud. My sister has her own set, so she'll be reading to the kids. We'll probably do this at night. I'm so sorry, you guys. The birds are so happy right now because of the weather. But yeah, so we have this for them. And this is by Jerry B. Jenkins. So, okay, the next thing I have here is the Who Was Rosa Parks. This I actually purchased from Amazon. No, this was from Book Outlet, I think. I purchased this from Book Outlet. So we have enough for all of us to read along together, because we are doing a unit study when we get to the civil rights movement. So the next book I have here is Remember Little Rock, the Time, the People, and the Stories. And this one is basically about the 8 African American kids that were integrated into an Arkansas school that was an all-white school. And it was the first time that they actually integrated the schools. So when I was digging around looking through Ruby Bridges and stuff like that during civil rights movement, and how things were being said that she was the first African American kid to go to an all-white school, I found that that was incorrect, and I found that this was actually the first time that that had taken place. And this is all about the struggles that they went through, and just about perseverance and being courageous, and people that had their hands in it with them to help with the transition, I would say. I don't know even how to word it, you guys, but I thought that this would be very, very important to share with the kids. Now these items are from Thrift Books. So I picked up this I Survived the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. This is something that my daughter is going to read just as like a read aloud. Or I'm sorry, just like on her own. She'll just read this book. I also found Escape from Mr. Limoncello's Library. I heard really good reviews on this book, and I thought it'd be a good one for my daughter to read. I'm not sure if she's going to want to read this whole book by herself, and if she doesn't, then we'll do it as a read aloud at night. Another book I picked up was Smart Words Reader. This is on volcanoes. My son is so into volcanoes right now. I read a book on volcanoes to him last week, and that's all he wants to talk about. So I saw this one, and I thought it'd be a good read. Also, it could be read to the older girls when we are working through volcanoes as a natural disaster. So I thought that this one would be good. I picked up another I Survived the Battle of Gettysburg, 1863. This is another just, story that my daughter could read at night, or just as her chapter book. Something I found while I was thrifting is this American Girl baking book. I thought my daughter would love it. She's really into baking. She loves just going into the kitchen and even creating her own things. But I thought that this one would be really fun for her and her cousins to do together. When they have sleepovers, they like to make stuff together. So I thought that this one would be nice. Ooh, those look delicious. So through Thrift Books, I have 2 more books to share. I purchased the Aztecs Books. It shows the history. So it says discover life in the Aztec Empire and peel back 4 see-through pages to look inside. So this is definitely an older book, but it still has really great information. So I thought that this one would be a good read for history or geography, whichever one it fits in. And the last one I have here is How Children Lived, a first book of history. I thought that this one would be really cool because it walks through different countries. So let's see, growing up in ancient Egypt. Again, this is an older book. This is by DK. This is ancient Greece. China. So I thought this would be really cool. We could do this with our geography or history, whatever. I think that I'll fit it in with geography though. But you guys, that is basically it for today's haul. I hope that you guys found things in here that you guys can use or implement in your own homeschool. And I hope that you guys are just having a beautiful week, enjoying your family and the change in the weather. So you guys, I will see you very soon. Be safe, be blessed. Bye guys.
World had more of your smile. What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars,